Hello, my dear student. We today discuss about the new chapter control and coordination. As we previous discussed about the stimuli, coordination. The coordination means working together for a proper response to a stimulus. So, when the working together of various organs in an organism to produce a proper response to a stimuli is called coordination. And the coordination and control for any kind of the coordination in animals there is two system is work together, nervous system and endocrine system. But in plant is only the plant hormones are responsible for coordination of all kind of the functions. In animals, the nervous system consists of brain, spinal cord and nerves. The receptor cells are present in receptor organ. These are the organs which receive the stimuli and pass the message to the brain. Photoreceptor cells are only present in eyes to detect the light. Phonoreceptor cells are present in ears to detect the sound. Olfactory receptors are present in nose to detect the smell, and gustatory receptors are present in tongue to detect the taste, and the one receptor cell, tango receptor, is present in skin to detect the touch. With the receptor cell, the effectors and sensory nerves and motor nerves all are work together for coordination in animals. The effectors are the muscles and glands which respond to the information from the brain and spinal cord through the motor nerves. The sensory nerves are nerves which carry information from the receptors to the brain and spinal cord, and the motor nerves are nerves which carry information from the brain and spinal cord to the effector organs. So there are the only two effector organs, muscles and glands. Keep in mind, the other are not the receptor organs. Human nervous system. In human nervous system, there is the different parts as cerebrum, cerebellum, spinal cord, and the nerve systems which makes the human nervous system. The parts of the nervous system is the two nervous system is here, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system is consist only the brain and spinal cord, but in the peripheral nervous system consists of cranial nerves arising from the brain and spinal nerves arising from the spinal cord. As we see here in figure, the central nervous system, brain and spinal cord is here in structures. Now come to the nerve cell. Neuron is the structural and functional unit of the nervous system. It has a cell body called cytosol, containing a nucleus and cytoplasm. It has several branched structures called dendrites, and it has a long nerve fiber called axon, which is covered by a protective covering called myelin sheath. The nerve cells are of two types, one in which the axon is covered with the myelin sheath, and the nerve cells may be of the absence of myelin sheath over the axon. The message passed through the nerve cell in the form of chemical and electrical signals called nerve impulse. The dendrites receive the information and starts a chemical reactions which produce electrical impulse which passes through the axon. As we see here, the structure of neuron. In the structure of neuron, we clearly see here the dendrite, nucleus, cell body, which contains the cytoplasm, mitochondria, and neurofibrils. The axon is nerve processes, the long nerve processes which connect to the cell body, that into the nerve end, and the node of Ranvier in between the gap of the axon. So the nerve cell conduct the message from one part of body to the other part of body, because it is very long and distributed to all of our body parts. First, the dendrite receive the message from the sensory organ and send the message to the cell body, and with the cell body the message is transmitted through the axon to the nerve end, and where the message is passes from one nerve cell to the another nerve cell by a chemical substance called neurotransmitter. And here the nerve cell is responsible for transmit the message from one part of body to the another part of the body, and so that the nerve cell is distributed in all body parts, and here the message is passes through the axon. When the axon is covered with the myelin sheath, the, as these nerve cell has to transmit the message as in faster way, but those nerve cells which do not covered with the myelin sheath, such type of the nerve cell is not has to transmit the message in faster way, that will transmit the message but in very slow process. Brain is the main coordinating center in the human body. It is protected by the cranium. It is covered by three members called meninges. The membranes which cover the brain is known as meninges, filled with fluid called cerebrospinal fluid, which protect the brain from shocks or any kind of injury. The brain has three main parts. They are forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. The forebrain consists of cerebrum, olfactory lobes. Midbrain consists of the head, neck, eyes, and it is responsible for involuntary actions and reflex movements. And hindbrain consists of cerebellum, pons, and medulla. In a forebrain, thinking part of the brain and controls voluntary action. It controls touch, smell, hearing, taste, sight, mental activities like thinking, learning, memory, emotions. These are controlled by the forebrain. And the midbrain control the involuntary actions of our body, but the hindbrains control body movements, balance, and posture of our body. The pons, the part of the hindbrain, it controls the respiration or all the activities of the respiratory system, and the medulla controls heartbeat, blood pressure, swallowing, coughing, sneezing, vomiting. Such type of involuntary actions are controlled by the medulla. As we see in this figure, the structure of the human brain. The human brain, how consists the three parts as the forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain, is clearly seen in this picture. Here the midbrain, pons, medulla oblongata, cerebellum, and the cerebral adequate third ventricles. These are the parts of the human brain. The reflex action. The reflex action is a sudden, unconscious, and involuntary response of the effector to a stimulus. Example, such as the suddenly withdraw our hand if we suddenly touch a hot object. This one is one kind of the reflex action. In this reflex action, the nerves in the skin as the receptor cell detect the heat and pass the message through the sensory nerve to the spinal cord. Then the information passes through the motor nerves to the muscles as effector organs. And so that after the message is reaches to the muscles or to the effector organ, then our body is able to work as the hand withdraw to protect from the negative stimuli, such as the when the heat is connect with our sensory nerves, then the sensation of the heat is taken by the sensory neuron and transmit it to the motor neuron, and motor neuron transmit it to the uh, brain or spinal cord, and from the spinal cord or brain the message is again reaches to the muscles as a effector organ to do the work. Thank you for watching my video. Again I come with the new video. Thanks.